Hi, my name is Kayla Gentasio, and I'm going to be going over different types of shapes. For geometry, a shape is defined as an object with an outer boundary or surface. The basic shapes include two-dimensional squares, rectangles, ovals, three-dimensional rectangular prisms, cylinders, and a sphere. The basic geometric shape is a figure or a closed area to create a certain amount of curves, points, or lines. Now, three ways to identify shapes is by the basics, having a square, circle, rectangle, triangle, polygons, or parallelogram, which I'm going to be going over. And then you have your two-dimensional shapes, which include oval, parallelogram, rhombus, pentagon, and octagon. And then you have your three-dimensional shapes, the spheres, cubes, rectangular prisms, cones, and cylinders. For the square has four sides and are the same length and are parallel to each other. Now, what exactly does that mean? It means that two of the sides are parallel to each other, and so are the other two sides. It has four interior angles of the square that are 90 degrees that are called right angles. Altogether, they make up a total of 360 degrees. For the circle is a two-dimensional figure. As you can see, the three shapes in a row, every point must be in the middle and the same distance from each other in order to make a circle. It has a combination of curves that are all connected. Then we have the rectangle. The rectangle is very similar to a square because it also creates four line segments. The difference, however, is that a square has all equal sides, whereas a rectangle has two line segments, which are longer than the opposing two. In geometry, the rectangle is described as an elongated square. For the triangle, it's unlike a square or rectangle. A triangle can have distant measurements that aren't always right angles. Triangles are named depending on which angle is being used, such as a scalene, isosceles, or equilateral triangle, so they don't always make up a right angle. If the angles of the triangle are less than 90 degrees, then it will be called an acute angle triangle. If any angle is more than 90 degrees, then it would be called an obtuse triangle. Lastly, there is the equilateral triangle, which all angles are 60 degrees. And as you can see, we have the scalene, equilateral, and isosceles listed. Next, we have the polygon. Another geometric shape you need to know about this is the polygon. A polygon is only made up of lines and has no curves whatsoever. It will not have any open parts to it. It looks along the line of a square, triangle, or a rectangle. Last but not least, we have the parallelogram. The parallelogram is another geometric shape which has opposite sides of the shape that are parallel. The key property of a parallelogram is that the parallel sides never cross or intersect with each other. Even if you extend the lines, they will never intersect or cross. So if the lines do cross, it will no longer be considered a parallelogram. For example, a triangle will never be a parallelogram because the lines would never cross. These are all the basic shapes that you need to know. Thank you.